This reminds me of
Guys.
mulch fire and the tire fire with
All right, Mike, thanks very much.
All right, we have DJ Corcoran with us. He is the spokesperson for KFD, and boy, it's been quite a night for you guys. Where do things stand this morning?
They are making some headways. You know, this last night when we left around midnight, you could still see the shadow of the dark smoke leaving. This morning, you're not seeing that, so they have made some headway. They had some track hose in that they were digging through some of the rubble and getting down to the core of it.
And DJ, how long do you think it's going to take before we're not seeing, you know, some of the massive smoke in the air? You all did a tremendous job. Even yesterday evening, it seemed like there was a significant difference. But this morning, I'm assuming it's a whole lot better.
I'd say that they've cut it in half from
Wow.
last night. They KPD had their drone, and they flew it last night around, well, about dusk, around 8:30 or so, about the time it started getting dark. And you could see, I mean, it just looked like, you know how you see video of volcanoes and you see that molten ash and stuff. It looked something like that, but, you know, with the buildings and all, you could just really, truly see the hot spots in all of the trash.
What are the
recycled material?
What are the main concerns of the firefighters this morning?
The main concerns, just trying to get this out, trying to get everything back to normal for the people that have been displaced temporarily, trying to get them back to normal.
Yesterday, you said rain would not be the best thing to happen. How about today?
You know, today I would welcome some rain. Last night, what we were worried about was the rain just kind of pushing and holding everything down, and you still had a lot of toxic smoke that was leaving the area, and we didn't want that to be kind of permeating into the neighbors' homes and all. So
We talked about this potentially burning for days. Do we still see that happening?
I mean, it will. They're going to have to still dig down and get into it. Like I said, I remember the tire fire we had in 95 over on Western Avenue. Same thing. We were there for days, and a lot of the plastic will melt and kind of cause a crusting above it, and the water won't really truly get down and penetrate. So you have to break through that, and I think that's what they're doing with some of the track hose there.
DJ, talk about the firefighters who have been working this, how long they've been working, how hard it's been on them.
Well, we did have a shift change last night.
Good.
And that's not normal, but I mean, like a regular 24 hours, we work, you know, 7 to 7 in the morning, and that's when we change shift. But around last night, I guess it was around 7:30 or so, they had some fresh people coming in and relieved the people that had been here since 1 o'clock yesterday.
Certainly sending our prayers to them to get rest and to be okay throughout all this. The people who are in this vicinity were under evacuations. They weren't mandatory, or were they?
At one point, we did do a mandatory evacuation on Morelia, just to the, I guess that would be the south of the property there that was burning. And that was just a precautionary movement or measure to get those people out, because they were experiencing some explosions. And at one point we had some metal fragmentation that came and landed in the alleyway, and that's when we moved back and moved the media back and went ahead and moved those people out.
But that seems to not be the case this morning, but some people are still choosing to evacuate.
Correct. Last night they did an evacuation, did about a 16-block evacuation, and they were knocking on doors and just telling them, say, it's in your best interest if you just go ahead and move out. And they moved the people to south or on Central Avenue there at the
Emerald Youth Foundation.
Emerald
I got you,
Youth,
DJ. He's been working all night.
He has been, and we appreciate it. Our community appreciates it, and stay safe today.
Sure thing.
All right,
Thank
give our
you.
best to all the firefighters as well.
And we'll talk to you coming up in just a little
All right.
bit.
Captain
Thanks,
DJ Corcoran, been around a long time. You know, he's talking about some of the fires that took place in 95, and then even the mulch fire, just the experience they have with these types of fires that are similar, where you have to go in the ground to get them out instead of just putting water on them. You know, experience pays off.
I didn't even think about the mulch fire and the tire fire. I mean, we all remember those instances, and now we're dealing with, like you said, a similar situation. You know, DJ mentioned the evacuation area around the fire. There are road closures clearly in this location. We're about 2 blocks from the fire, and you're not going to be able to pass, so keep that in mind on your morning commute.
Yeah, and you're taking a look at some of those road closures right now. All right, we're talking about how it's affecting this a particular neighborhood. Let's go to Yvonne Thomas for more on that. Good morning, Yvonne.
Abby Russell, good morning. Everything seems very calm, at least in this neighborhood, in this area where we are. We're near Oglewood Avenue here in North Knoxville. And what we can tell you is that we are starting to smell that smoke just a little bit more as the morning progresses. And that's just one of the many things that many people in these surrounding neighborhoods have been dealing with for the past few, really several hours since yesterday, when many of them were asked to evacuate their homes. That was about 100 homes that were evacuated in near this area, in this 13-block area from Morelia Avenue to Banks Avenue. And of course, those neighbors at this time, there is no time frame as to when they will be able to arrive back inside of their homes. There is help everywhere, from the Red Cross to the Salvation Army and to other centers that have wrapped over here. But for now, we'll send things back over to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot. We appreciate it, Yvonne.
All right, many of you have been sharing your views of this fire. It can be seen from miles. It can be seen from other counties as far away as Blount and Jefferson. It stopped traffic in some areas, as really everyone just wanted to kind of rubberneck, get a look at this thing. You can keep sharing your photos and videos with us on our Facebook page and tweet us as well. And some people even saw debris falling out of the sky in other parts.
Yeah, truly incredible pictures from this. Look at this. People around Knoxville saw this debris, and it was literally falling out of the sky in Knoxville. A viewer in Corryton shared these pictures with us. That's more than 15 miles away from the fire. She told us it was raining burnt paper is what it looks like there.
Wow.
That's like fireballs in the air.
Yeah, it's just affecting so many of our viewers in different ways. Okay, school is in session today, including Christenberry Elementary, which is the closest school to this fire. Let's go to Katie Inman for more on that story. Good morning, Katie.
Hey, good morning, Abby and Russell. That's right. Christenberry Elementary, where we are right now, is about 2 blocks away from where the fire broke out yesterday at the recycling plant. And school is in session for all Knox County schools, including right here at Christenberry. Yesterday, they were on a soft lockdown as soon as they started seeing the smoke. And a lot of the parents that came to pick up their children from school yesterday after that soft lockdown didn't even know that there was a fire until they came to pick their children up. But the smoke was so close that they thought that the building itself was on fire here at Christenberry. Of course, that wasn't the case, but there was just so much smoke in this area. Right now, as we're standing over here off of Oglewood, which that road is open if you are coming from Broadway. So if you're coming to drop your kids off this morning over at Christenberry Elementary, you don't have to worry about coming in from that way. But if you are coming in from a different way, you'll need to check in on all those road closures to make sure that you'll be able to get here and get your kids here on time. Again, Knox County schools are in session today. Russell and Abby, I'll go ahead and send it back over to you.
Katie Inman, thanks very much.
And we have everything you need to know also at WBIR.com. You will see all kinds of fire coverage, amazing pictures of this blaze when it was in its full force yesterday. We also have road closures, how people are being impacted, the shelter information. Everything you need is there.
Yep, and the health risk as well. Okay, for your other top stories on this Thursday morning, let's send it back to the